Yo, what's good? It's Big Sage, and you are tuned in with Talk A Lot TV. Let's get it.
They pay the rush to see you lose. And winning in school, progression by the miles, they fuck the rules.
So, man, we here with Sage, man.
Yeah. How y'all doing, man? Been waiting on this one for a minute. I ain't gonna count. I'm so glad to be here right now. Like, been waiting on it.
You been waiting on
it.
Yeah, man. I've been seeing you, man. I've been seeing you at these shows, turning up and shit.
Hell yeah. I mean, the shows, like, I feel like that shit, you kind of see a part of me, but I like interviews more because like, now you really get to see who I am beyond that rap shit. I don't really care about that rap shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know?
I just want a way to be heard.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and people are seen to listen to me when I rap, so hand in hand.
So you rap as a gateway to get in?
As a gateway,
yeah.
Exactly, because like, at first it was graphics to get in. Then once I realized rapping is fun, I was like, okay, I could do that to get in. So like, but that's what I was saying. Like, I've been waiting to get on Talk A Lot TV because like, I like the way your interviews are set up and how like it's raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can say what I want to, even though I'm not gonna say no crazy shit. But like, if I wanted to, I could.
Yeah, we here for the crazy now. We want all that crazy shit.
The crazy shit will make the good content, man.
Yeah.
What you need.
Yeah. A lot of people be trying to be characters.
Hell
you know?
yeah.
Shit, we want you to be yourself. Feel me?
Fact.
Yeah. So, man, let the people know where you from, man.
Man, I'm from the 478, from Bloomfield, technically. You know what I'm saying? That's where I grew up at. But I did a lot of my bidding all around making, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely got put on for the field because that's who raised me and that's where I spent majority of
your time,
my youth,
yeah,
in a sense. So, you know what I'm saying?
Was you outside like that?
I went outside like that, but I was in tune, you know what I'm saying? So I knew what was going on around me and what my home was and whatnot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I went stupid. But my parents did a good job, well, at first, of keeping me away from that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eventually,
yeah, you see it.
It's gonna get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna come to you. Like, unless your people move you just out the way, like, if you in that environment, bro, some type of way. I ain't gonna lie, I never thought I was gonna be the nigga to do half the shit I done did as far as like illegal shit.
Yeah.
And it's not because I don't consider myself no street nigga, you feel me? But yeah. It came to make me realize, like, where you from, like, you are a product of your environment. Yeah. And it may not be how you gonna be the rest of your life, but in your adolescence, while you so, like, you know, susceptible to influence,
the way you think,
facts, like, this shit gonna happen, bro. But I'm glad I wasn't in it as long as a lot of my friends were, cause, you know what I'm saying, recipes, dumb, and freedom, cause that shit create a whole nother problem.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying, but still love for field, love for every hood in Macon, really, cause, you know what I'm saying, even though we got our own little conflicts, I will say Macon has a very big pride thing that I love about Macon. A lot of people don't agree with that, but I love the pride Macon has with their sides of towns and shit.
Yeah.
Cause that's what make a community, you feel me? Like you don't even realize, back in the old rap game, you know what I'm saying, rap game in Macon was dictated by the size, you feel me? Like, where you was from is who you rep and who you listen to, so like, I fuck with that shit.
So, yeah, you were just talking about how people take pride in their area and stuff. But do you think people should be killing each other over side time?
Oh, no, that's definitely the dumbest shit ever. Yeah. Like, I never understood gang violence and I never understood street violence because it's like fucking, the only thing that separates Bloomfield from the South is Rocky Creek. Yeah. So it's like, when you get to that point, like, how you determine, like, oh, I can't be cool with Eden because he stay a block up the street, and man, it's like, that shit is stupid. And it's like, that's one thing I will notice about our generation in Macon is like, it's a crutch and it's a blessing, but like, we'll hang out with whoever. Like, today we don't care what you bang, where you from, like, you cool, but it's also, it's done create these little cliques and shit around Macon that I don't really agree with, because it's like, okay, even though you not really killing because of where we from, but now it's like, it's so mixed together. Like, I might be with these two niggas from the opposite hood, and it's like, he fucked my homeboy, bitch, and it just be like, the conflict be so stupid, and I just be like, but I'm glad we have gotten past that whole side beef, because I haven't seen it in a while, like, but it's still, you know, we still got shit to work on as a community.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I ain't never understand that. Like, I would never, like, me, I'm from, like, South Side.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I'm not finna kill nobody over no side. Because if my people don't own it, if my mother or my grandparents and this don't own it,
Exactly.
why even take it that far? You feel me?
Exactly. That's
Like,
something our
like,
community got to get together as a whole. Like, we really be out here repping these, you know what I'm saying?
And we ain't
these
getting
zones
paid
and
from
shit.
it.
And
Yeah.
we don't even own this land. Like, you know what I'm saying? Literally, like, systematically don't even own this land.
Yeah.
We claiming, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, yeah, when you hear me scream, you know, I feel you gonna hear me scream top side on my songs, but it's not no derogatory shit. It's just, nigga, this is where I grew up at. So
Yeah.
like, you gonna hear that shit because this shit made me. This who Rocky Creek made Sage, Nesbitt made Sage. So it's like, we can separate the violence from, you know what I'm saying, the appreciation, we'll be fucking perfect. But
Yeah.
it's shit that take time. So I ain't really. Let me turn this shit off. But that's rude as fuck. Okay, that's rude as fuck. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good.
It just keep going on.
So, you know, tell about your upbringing, your childhood.
Childhood, man, pretty family oriented. I got my pops, rest in peace, him, my mom's, and then it was just me and my sister for a little bit. But my little brother was born in 2008, and the dynamic of my family was pretty normal. Only thing that wasn't normal is that, like, all of our outside family, like our cousins, my grandma and shit, like, the closest lives in, like, Albany, Georgia, which is like 2 hours away. So, like, you know what I'm saying? You got family in Macon?
Yeah.
So, like, you can go to your grandma's house, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like everybody lives so far away, it was only our immediate family. So, like, yeah, I had my friends and shit, but, like, as far as, like, cookouts and, like, family gatherings, like, I would always have to travel for shit like that. And it opened my eyes to a lot of, like, different shit at a young age.
Yeah.
Fact, so I could come back to Macon and, like, for the longest when I was a child, I used to feel so weird, cause like everybody used to be like, oh yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, it might be 4 of my friends, all them niggas cousins, you know what I'm saying, and then me, none of my family were from Macon, so like, I'm not connected to none of y'all, like, yeah, we friends, but y'all cousins, you feel me, so like, y'all gonna see each other outside of school and shit, meanwhile, I can only catch y'all when I can type shit.
Yeah.
And like, it was never something I really gave a fuck about, but I see now how, like, damn, like, I didn't really have, like, cause Macon is small, so like everybody know everybody, and it's cause somebody related to somebody. But it's like me, I don't fit into that. I just know people because I'm friendly. You feel me? But like that whole family aspect has always just been like me and my immediate family. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I am the way I am now. Like reserved. Like I don't really care to be out on care to, like, I don't, cause I'm just so used to being with my family or being with myself that's what I've become accustomed to. So like that shit definitely had an impact on me as far as like who I am today. But yeah.
So like, I watched an interview and you were talking about how people already knew who you were. Like, you would come around, you would say something smart, or you just talk, or you would be just
man,
talking. Like,
people know me for 3 things. I either made you laugh, I was an asshole to you, or I gave you some knowledge. And like that's always been me. Like, cause like at elementary school, I don't like the word bully, even though I know people are bullied. But people would try to bully me. But it was like my character was just so I don't give a fuck. It was nothing you could say to me. So like you come crack a joke on me, I come back with something 10 times harder, and now we friends. Cause you thought you were finna just bully me, and I'm like, oh, this nigga just stood up for himself. And then so like, and then you might got like the quote unquote nerds or the gifted, like they looked at me like, oh, you just a normal student. But I come to you like in 5th grade, my 5th grade teacher just let me teach a 30-minute class on astrology. We in 5th grade now, like I'm giving you real facts about like the solar system, black holes, all that in the 5th grade. And so kids are looking at me like, this nigga might like quote unquote be weird. Like I was considered a weird group, but this nigga smart, you feel me? So like those different relationships, like that's what got me into like everybody quote unquote know me. Cause like I'm type of nigga, if I see you and I don't even know you, I see you in the hallway, you look sad, I'm gonna say something to you. Like I'm like, you straight, bro? Like I ain't gotta know you from sugar to shit, but it's just like that's just who I am. Like literally, like I have to interact with people because that shit make me in a way. Like my interaction with people determines like where I am as a person. Like if I can't make y'all smile, you know what I'm saying, y'all time of need, like why like I need to be able to benefit you in a way, you feel me? So I always try to benefit people by like just being friendly. You know what I'm saying? Cause like you never know, like I can have a conversation with you, never met you before. We can have a conversation, and that shit can change your whole life, and you will never see me again. And it just be like little shit like that. Like you never know. So that's how I just try to make a relationship with anybody I run into. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? You never know. Like you never know. So that shit, I'm glad I did that shit while I was young. Cause now it's making shit like this easier. You feel me? Cause like I'm rekindling with people I met in school and shit. Like, oh, you did this person. Like, oh, like so like fat like. Well, that's what I mean when I say I know everybody. Like, I made it a job to know everybody type shit.
Like when I was in school, shit, I was like really antisocial. But like now that I'm older, I walk past people. They be like, "Ain't you?" They be like, "I don't want to say my name, but you know, ain't you such?" I was like, they be like, "You remember me?" I be like, "Nah, bro, I don't." But they be like, "Oh yeah." I be like, "Oh yeah, I remember you." Or it just be like people who didn't fuck with me when I was like. You know how kids be like, you know how you were just saying like they like you
pick and choose where they fuck with type shit.
Pick and choose, and then they see me like, oh, Antoine. I be like, I never spoke to you like that. How you remember me? I don't remember you and shit like that.
Because people pay attention, bro. Like whether they want to admit it or not. Like in order for a person not to like you, they have to pay attention to the shit you do to determine that. Like that's why I don't give a fuck. I be telling my own bro, like I don't give a fuck if nobody like anything I post on Facebook. Cause my story got 200 views. So even if you ain't click that like, I know you're looking at my shit, whether you like it or not. You feel me? So like I don't be giving a fuck about a nigga old friend from back then be like, nigga might come to me like that I know I used to didn't fuck with for a certain reason. They like come to me now and I ain't gonna act no different cause like I get it. You know what I'm saying, why you didn't fuck with me. Like I can't make everybody like me. But like if you come and visit me, that don't mean I'm just acting funny. Like cause you know what I'm saying, we grown now. That one thing I was trying to tell my friend, like, that school shit, bro, as long as you ain't just disrespect me or try to harm me any kind of way, bro, like, I let that shit go, like, cause like, we grown now. I just want us to evolve, and I want to evolve with the people I grew up with. Cause, like, even though everybody in your story not gonna be the hero, but they still a part of your story, you feel me? So it like, that's how I look at shit as for our relationship, like, even if you my so-called arch enemy or villain, like you're part of my life, so I gotta respect that shit and cherish it. You feel me? So like, I don't know. I keep saying I don't know too much, which I feel like is not good.
I mean,
yeah, why I gotta get high before interviews so I can focus.
Nah, you focus. So what inspired you to get into music though?
Okay, so this is funny. So I went back on my Facebook memories, and apparently I was a rapper in 6th grade. I don't remember this shit, but apparently Lil Wayne had influenced me to rap, but I'm not gonna count that because that's something that I completely forgot about. But as far as like now, like my brother Martez, the other half of Legacy, like he the one who was like, he came back from school from Clark, and I was just doing his graphics, and then like, you know what I'm saying, we would get high and go freestyle and shit. He was like, oh shit, you can rap. So he was like, shit, you need to write. And so shit, we literally just like, my first song wasn't even no song, bro. It was a short story to this bitch I used to love. I gotta start calling women bitches. To this woman I used to love. And like, that was like one of the first things I ever wrote, like, this gonna be something. And it didn't rhyme, so I couldn't use that song. But he read it and he was like, shit, I like the way you put this together, like you really got some. And like, he not the type of nigga to say that to a lot of people. So I took it like, okay, he for real. So I just ran with it, and now I'm here. So obviously whatever he saw was right. Or we gonna find out in a few more months.
A few more months. Are you putting a time stamp on it?
I ain't putting no time stamp, but based on trajectory, if last year wouldn't have been no pandemic, I wouldn't be no star right now. But just based on the way shit was going, I would have been a little bit further off. But it's like, last year taught me. I feel like everybody needed last year because it taught me how to hustle. And that's why I feel like, based off what I learned from last year, by the end of this year, I'm gonna be somewhere different. Like it's impossible. Like it's literally impossible, bro. So that's what I mean by in a few more months. Like I ain't gonna be Drake, but niggas gonna know who I am. Like I'm gonna make sure, like literally, like I'm gonna make sure of it. Like,
what you want people to know you by?
Honestly, bro, at this point, I don't know, cause I got 3 alter egos. I got Mark Prince, which is basically the dude you talk to at any present moment. Like, that's my normal self. And then I got Sage, which is like rapper, artist, Sage, cool guy, high as fuck all the time. Then I got Big Sage, which is the nigga you don't really want to fuck with, because that's the person I try to keep away. But all those people are like, or personalities I put in my verses and music, so you'll know who is who based off how I'm talking or what the fuck I'm saying. Like, if you hear some nitty gritty shit, I'm finna kill your ass. Oh, that's Big Sage. Yeah. If you hear some peaceful shit, like, oh, that's Mark Prince. But you feel me? Like, as far as what I want people to know me by, that cool ass nigga. Like,
cool nigga.
I don't care what you call me, Mark Sage, Big Sage, Mark Prince. Like, as long as you know legacy, that's all you need to know. Like, as far as me, like.
So where the name Sage come from?
Naruto.
I knew it. That I already knew it. I just knew it. Like.
Hey, bro, I was like, that Purpose Sage, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
They were like Naruto the Sage of the Leaf Village. So I'm like, I felt like I was like, cause I'm a philosophical ass nigga, and a lot of people come to me for like these philosophical ass questions. I don't know why they choose my stupid ass, but I felt like I was the sage of making in a way. So I'm like, that's why the A in my name is an 8. Like, I'm the sage of the 8. So it's like, I look at Naruto, I'm like, oh, he the sage of his village, and I feel like the sage of my village, because people come to me like, I feel like I was some type of, not no hero, because I don't like that word, but I gave people hope, just like Naruto did. So it was like, that's where that shit came from. Like, it ain't nothing. Like, it's really some nerd.
That's your favorite anime?
Hell nah. That's what's crazy about it. My favorite anime, I would have to say, cliche answer, but it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah, cliche.
It's cliche as fuck. Like, I like Tokyo Ghoul. I like Attack on Titan. Fucking Gantz. Oh, I like a lot of shit. But Dragon Ball, the classic, bro. Like, you can't beat that shit,
yes, you
bro.
can, bro. Like, if you really look at Goku, Goku is a villain.
He is a villain. In the story of Dragon Ball, we don't watch Dragon Ball stories. We want to see these niggas hit. That's all we want to see, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck who can destroy who, bro. I just want to see hands, and that's what Dragon Ball gonna give you, bro. It's hands. So like, oh god, man. Naruto definitely up there as far as like plot wise.
No, story wise, yeah,
that shit go crazy. Like, whoever thought of that shit, they was on some type of drug. Cause that shit so
whoever
intricate and connected. Like,
Attack on Titans.
One. That shit, I stopped watching that for a little bit, cause that shit started to fuck my head up. I was like, you telling me these niggas in a wall? Like,
bro, you gotta watch the new season. New season crazy. Like, it changed your thinking. That whole thing with Attack on Titan. Like, you think, okay, this person think this is good. Yeah. This basically what going on in today's
society.
Yeah, today's society. You think this is good. In they eye, this is good. Yeah. But in they eye, this is bad. And vice versa. If you watch the new season, you'll understand that. It will like it make you think, and it change your point of thinking. And this is what go on today's society. Like,
I gotta watch this shit.
Yeah, you just gotta watch it. Like, how we think over here, they need to be living like this and that. And they think we need to be living like this and that. It's just like that.
I feel like that's the stupidity. Like, that's humanity's. It's gonna be humanity's downfall. Like, I try to practice like being unbiased and like just understanding. That way, could just like you said, like war, like we feel like when we go to fucking Iraq and shit, we're the heroes. But meanwhile, the women and children that we've over there fucking killing look at us like villains. You know what I'm saying? It's like me being a black man in America, I'm more on these niggas' side than y'all, if we want to be honest, because y'all killing them just as much as y'all killing my people. It's like, that's why I hate when people are like, oh, I'm not gonna go to Haiti or this and that place because they not gonna respect me as a black person. And like, yes, racism is global, but other nations feel black America just as much as anybody else, because America bullies everybody, you know what I'm saying? Not just us. They bully everybody, but it's like, to different viewpoints, it may not seem like that. But us being, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of this shit, like, we get to see like these niggas assholes, and although these countries aren't perfect, it's really none of our business. You feel me? So like, who are we to say we the heroes of this, or we saving the world? You feel me? When America's the case for a lot of fucking bullshit. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I need to watch the Attack on Titan shit to like, cause that's one thing I'm working on, how to separate myself so I can see the bigger picture.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I got into like watching anime, cause like watching anime, it would just like change your whole mindset. Cause like that come from a whole different country. You feel me? They be, they inside, or this and that. How they think
Facts.
different than what America thinks. I was
Exactly.
like,
America, and we gotta start thinking we the
greatest
base for
country,
shit. Like America is nothing. America just the big ass Walmart of the world. Nobody gives a fuck about us. We're just a tourist destination. Like
Yeah.
as far as like culture and shit, like we're rich in culture because of the multiple cultures we have from other places. Like American culture is literally just a collection of cultures. So it's like, what are we so boastful about as far as like, oh, this is the greatest country in the world and all that shit? We're only great because we steal and we take, and of course, like as far as like hip hop and Black Americans, like our swag runs the world. You know what I'm saying? Like you look in fucking Europe, Asia, anywhere, they dressing just like me and you, and they don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Nikes is. They don't know what the fuck. Like they just know. Oh, in America, that's what they wear, and that's what Black Americans wear. Or hip hop, that's what they listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to Japan, they still break dancing and beatboxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They 20 years behind. But it's like, and we look at that and we're like, oh, America's great. But it's like, okay, yeah, musically they 20 years behind, but technology, morally, and shit that matters, they 1,000 years ahead of us. So it's like, we got to get out that whole pedestal. Oh, we're America, like we're great. Like no, the fuck we're not.
Yeah,
Horrible. We've never been great. Never. We've never been great.
You know one thing with America, like they ask for people to come over here and they give them money, and we were brought here by force, and they don't give us money, and I just feel like that's so wrong.
This is one thing. Speaking of that, I want everybody watching this to know the United Nations just finished paying the reparations to slave owners, not slaves, in 2019. So that means the lineage of the slave owners have been getting paid reparations since slavery, and just finished in 2019. But yet, the descendants of the slaves haven't gotten anything.
Yeah.
So it's like that highlights exactly what you just said. Highlights exactly the fucking issue in America when it comes to just justice. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like
they look at, and I just feel like we won't change, but we won't, really do it. Like we can really make change, but we too lazy to really.
Facts. It's not even too lazy. It's just Black people don't hate me for this, but I don't give a fuck. But we've literally been conditioned to, okay, the white man is our master, and although we're free from them, subconsciously we know the only way we can truly be free is for them to approve of us.
Yeah.
Which is why every time they be like, why aren't there any Black superheroes? Why aren't any Black representation? Why do you have to go ask this cracker, excuse my language, for representation? Represent your fucking self. Like, you don't see fucking Indians begging, can we get an Indian character? Like, no, they have Bollywood. They have their own Hollywood. They don't give a fuck about being accepted. And that's one thing, as a people, we don't want to admit it, but that's going to be our downfall, because it's like we constantly compare ourselves to these beings, and we keep telling ourselves we don't want to be compared to them, but we keep doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I hate seeing posts like I get, like, you know what I'm saying, for our ancestors, college and education is something that wasn't available. So like being a Black person graduating from, an institution is major. But you don't have to, I hate people who compare every achievement they got to what a white person did. And it's like, to me, you just nullified all of this purpose. Because like, instead of it, you just being successful because it's you, it's like, oh, I'm successful because, you know what I'm saying? This shit's stupid. Like, so until the day we just don't give a fuck about, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as like how they look at us. But like, if they really truly wanted us to integrate, they would have never allowed us to integrate and then burnt down Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's showing me, okay, you don't want me to integrate because you want to be equal. You want me to integrate so you can have an eye on me and control me.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's something we still stuck in. And as long as we can get out of that shit and be like, y'all can say what y'all want, do what y'all want, write any legislation y'all want, we're going to continue to be morally just and continue to have our own culture and our own experience. Until we get like that, we're going to keep being in this saga, you know what I'm saying, and just feeling stuck and inadequate. And it's nobody to blame but us. It's like, that's why I don't like when people be like calling Kanye West crazy when he say 400 years is a choice. I mean, if you some people chose to go with Harriet, some people didn't. That's a choice, right? So imagine if everybody was like, nigga, we just gonna go in here, yeah, fuck it.
And then plus we outnumber them too.
Yeah, outnumber them. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, like, I respect, like, anybody who don't believe Kanye when he say that shit was a choice, go talk to a Haitian. Cause Haiti is the only black republic in the world. Not even Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, Haiti is the only place where they literally fought for their freedom. Like, literally, y'all gotta get the fuck on. Like, and that's why they the poorest country now. Cause when they did that, they weren't allowed to trade. The UN, well, not the UN, but the nations of the world said nobody could trade with Haiti, and Haiti had to also pay reparations to the French for the slaves lost. So it's like, that's why it's like this country fought for freedom, and they knew that shit was so powerful that they literally made it the poorest country in the world so that America wouldn't be influenced. Like, imagine if off the coast of Florida, you hear about this island named Haiti. They just got their freedom from fighting, and okay, that'll shift automatically to the other plantations in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we could do that same shit, but they stopped that from happening by cutting out their resources. So now you can't even communicate with anybody in America because you don't have shit. You feel me? So it's like, that's all that shit, bro. All that shit matter, and it's something we got to look into. So we can, you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like they use religion to trap people in?
Oh, come on, bro. Religion, and yes, Christianity has existed way before, you know what I'm saying, slavery, but that doesn't nullify the fact that they used it to control us, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you had people coming from tribes of fucking Zulu, Kemet, like all types of places. Like, they were practicing voodoo, Wicca, like all types of shit. And then you come and you fucking get this religion shit. So now it's like everything you knew, everything that gave you power is not gone. And that's how the Haitians won. Like, you got these Haitians, and someone converted to Muslim, someone converted to Christianity, depending on your fucking plantation. But it's like, once they was like, bro, we got to revolt, guess what they did? They went back to their voodoo roots. And they went to the middle of a fucking swamp, in the middle of an alligator swamp, and they did their first voodoo ritual. And that was their start of, like, their revolution. They went back to their roots. They went back to their religion. So it's like, although there are some African tribes who practice Christianity, that's not the religions of our nation, like, of our continent. So it's like, that shit was definitely used to fucking indoctrinate us. Like, they literally used to tell you, like, you're gonna go to hell for being a bad slave, but I'm gonna go to heaven because I'm a slave owner. So it's like, what kind of God are you worshiping? Like, that shit don't even sound like something I want to be a part of. So, like, of course that shit definitely was another way to institutionalize us. And I don't give a fuck who feels some way. Like, I understand people really just gotta separate God from religion. God is a word. It's not a fucking name. It's not Mark. It's not talk a lot. It's not a name. It's a word. Like, separate God from religion, and you'll find God. Like, you'll be able to be like, just like I can say fuck Christianity, and my relationship with God is still perfectly fine, because I know what the fuck I mean when I say fuck Christianity. I mean fuck the parts of it that are not for me. You feel me? And that's how black people got to get. Like, you tell a black person that they are God, and they gonna look at you crazy. But I can go to the scripture and go to Matthew and be like, Jesus said the same thing. We are God, not of God. We are God. Matthew 16. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know that, because they don't know their religion. They just know what was indoctrinized. Fear Jesus. If you don't, you're going to hell. Like, that's all black people know. And I don't care who you are. Like, I can test your knowledge. My father was a fucking deacon, grandfather deacon, pastor. Like, you walk to my living room, my whole shelf is nothing but Bibles in multiple fucking languages, and I'm not a Christian. So, but it's like, I decided to study that shit to be able to. I'm not just finna be like, fuck some, and I don't even know what it is. So I went and researched, and I'm like, okay, this don't sound right. Fuck it. You feel me? And that's something black people in general don't want to do. Like, you to get all these white people. You show me, besides in the South, show me some Christian white people. Like, just being real. Show me. Like, you can't. They're either agnostic or atheist. Why? Because they know shit they're preaching to you is not really what it is. You feel me? And that's what we gotta come to fucking understand.
And then when you go to a black neighborhood, you see the same amount of churches that you see stores.
Exactly.
Like, why it didn't many churches in one area, like, and it didn't many stores, like, it more churches than stores, to be honest.
Exactly. In the same way, just like there's 5 liquor stores in one block, it's the same reason for them churches, because them churches are there to, you know what I'm saying. And I don't want to say just churches in general, because like I know some personal churches who, because you know, like religion, like even though it was beaten to us, there are some people who genuinely believe in this shit, and they have like the right heart. Like my pastor, like, or not my pastor, my family's pastor in his congregation, like that's somebody I fuck with, even though I'm not religious. Like anytime he asks me to do something, I'm gonna do it, because I know what he's doing is bigger than what he believes in. He just trying to do the right thing, you feel me? So like some churches, like they just trying to do the right thing, but these other churches were like, this shit fucking sitting on 2,000 square feet in the middle of the hood, and you ain't did one food drive, like you don't give a fuck about the community. Like just be real with me. Like,
or churches that had ATM in there.
Like, come on, bro. Like Church on Zebulon, that motherfucker got a drive-through, nigga. It's a church, bro. Like, come on, man. So it's like when I see shit like that, I be like, these little institutions, y'all don't fuck with me for real. But then I see like I'm gonna have one church come ask me to perform, and they know I ain't Christian, but it's like they fuck with what I'm doing out here, so they don't give a fuck about my religious background. They just give a fuck about the right thing, you feel me? Like if they know I can get some kids out the street with a fucking song, they gonna do it regardless of what I believe in, you know what I'm saying? Because that's beyond religion, that's just moral and humanity, and that's something black people just don't seem to want to separate. We feel like as soon as I tell certain people I don't believe in Christianity, like our whole relationship
go away.
And I'm like,
and they think you crazy.
I'm like, bro, like I could really tell you about your religion right now. Like half shit in that Bible didn't even exist like until like 500 years ago. So you know what I'm saying? You really want to go there, but it's like they don't, because they almost like, you know, like I tell you, bro, you have ancestral knowledge in your DNA. Like information can't be created nor destroyed, because information is energy. You know what I'm saying? So like, even though these people are religious, subconsciously somewhere in they being, they know that shit is not their original culture. Like, and it's, I guess, I don't know, bro. Shit weird. But stay on battle. You know what I'm saying? You can't make nobody believe in that.
Yeah. They just don't want, do the research. They just want, if somebody tell you something, they just want to take that in and let that be.
Facts.
Yeah. So when you started, started your rap, journey, who was your biggest supporter?
Supporter?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so this gonna sound corny as fuck, but me and Martell was our biggest supporters, and it's because basically like we spent the whole first year of our career nothing but writing. Like we didn't go out, we didn't perform. We literally went to work, got some weed, came home, wrote until we had to clock in again. Like, so like we just chilling, and I'll show them a verse, be like, yeah, I fuck with that, or I don't fuck with that. He'll show me something, like, yeah, I fuck with that. And like that was all the critique we got until the first show. Yeah. Like literally. So like as far as like my first support, it was him, but I guess my mama, like I really don't know like who was the first nigga to just be like, yeah, you fire. Like I can't recall it. Yeah. I don't know. Shout out my mama though. Yeah.
So how the group came about?
Legacy or Collective Space?
Legacy.
So like I said, I was basically doing Montez's like graphics and shit, and basically I was just like, well, he was just like, we'll be more, you know what I'm saying, powerful together type shit. And so literally I was like, okay, all we need is a name and a logo now, and you know what I'm saying. So I was literally like, how I go about doing logos is I just type shit, and if it looks good, I'm gonna run with it. And I don't know what it was, but I just typed in 478 Legacy. I was like, this shit fire. And like, I don't know, it stuck, like literally. And like from there, that's when we started doing the writing and shit. And a year later, we decided to go out on Poplar Street with the speaker and shit. And then from there, shit just been like happening. So like, that's why you ain't got no Legacy album yet, because shit just been happening. Like we didn't plan this shit. Like shit just been happening. So like, we get to the point now to where like we can give y'all like legacy, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is who they are, this is what they can do. Like as far as like, cause most of the time, like as far as legacy in our performances, people don't even know this, but all them shits are freestyles. Probably only like 4 of them shows out of like 20 had our original music. Rest of that shit, we was freestyling. So like nobody don't really know
What you mean you a freestyle? Like y'all were just on the mic, just freestyle?
We just saying shit, but people was loving it. Like,
Yeah.
Cause you know what I'm saying. We literally sat in this car for a year and did nothing but write and smoke. So rapping out the dome has become second nature.
Yeah.
Literally, like so. Nigga be like, oh yeah, I want you gonna do a 15-minute set. We like, damn, we ain't got no song that sound good because we record on phones and shit. And sometimes we would do it if we felt like the venue wouldn't give a fuck. Like at somewhere like we did the Mimosa Festival on it was a big ass festival. It was our first time performing it, I think like 2,000 people. And we were like, shit, we ain't got no clean music. So we was with a band, Trombone Love, and he was like, shit, I'm gonna just play the goddamn So Fresh and So Clean beat and y'all just freestyle. And that's what we did. And them folk, bro, I never forget this white man walked up to me. He was like, it's easy to rap somebody's own song, do your own song. I was like, bro, I freestyle, so it's nobody's song. And he was just looking at me like, and I was like, yeah. So it's like y'all haven't really gotten legacy yet. Y'all just got a few freestyles and a few cool ass pictures. But like other than that, like y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Like if I showed y'all my phone and I showed y'all how many songs is in this bitch, just me and Martez and just Martez and then me. Oh my God, like shit is ridiculous. Literally, like this shit just started for us, really.
So, what was y'all big look?
As far as like what got us the exposure,
Yeah.
taking that speaker to Poplar Street, we went down there for 3 days. It was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, nice little crowd. We used to go out there at around like 9. The crowd, we would have a big crowd at 10, and then at 2 we would have a huge crowd, because that's when all the clubs let out. And so it'd be like, you know what I'm saying, you just see these 2 niggas rapping, you drunk, and we let other people come freestyle too. So you said if you freestyle, you drunk, you be like, I want to go freestyle. And then thing you know, we got these big ass crowds like surrounding us, and so like these people like venue owners, like nigga who's my nigga Ant, I don't think he lived down here in Macon no more, but his mother owned Grants, or his girlfriend's mother owns Grants. And so he was one of the ones that came and was like, shit, y'all fire, blah, blah, whatever. I bet you want to do what y'all doing outside. I want to do it in Grants. And so that was like our first time, like, this is a show. Like, okay, we finna have our first quote unquote show. And that shit actually didn't even go through, but we still managed to even have, we still managed to do a little set at Grants. We had our own event called Trap Jazz, which is every Wednesday. But like, basically what I'm saying is like, going out there, like, everything we ever got literally came from going out there with that speaker. Like, there's nothing we achieved that didn't stem from that. Mm-hmm. So it's like that was our breakthrough, I guess you would say. Like, and ever since then we just been doing shit. Literally, like, you go on my Instagram, bro. That's why I ain't deleting no pictures, cause like
you gotta see the growth.
When I blog, I want you to be able to literally see like from that first literal show to now, like, so I'm saying, to show you that I didn't plan none of this shit. This shit literally just happened, bro. Like, literally. And I don't want to jinx myself and say that I'm not talented or able to, you know what I'm saying, do shit to get there. But like I'm saying, like, I know right now, if I was to sit here and tell you I've been getting in my all, that'd be cap.
Yeah.
Cause shit just been happening. So like, I ain't even had the chance to like sit down and like, okay, I'm finna do a fire ass album. Cause it just been, oh, I want you on this song, or I need you on this song, or oh, let's do this. So it's just, I just been doing shit, you feel me? But like, as far as like sitting down, like, okay, I'm saved, okay, we legacy, like, this what we finna do, that shit ain't even happened yet. You feel me? Like, so it like I don't even, that's why I said that out on Poplar Street would be the only breakthrough I would say. But honestly, truthfully, I don't even consider that a breakthrough, because like I said, it's just random shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, that, I feel like that moment to where like shit really still ain't came yet.
Still haven't came.
Cause we ain't actually did shit. Like, we haven't did. The big thing we done did so far as Collective Space album. And that's 8 different niggas. So that's group effort. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we just been parlaying and going with the flow. So
is Legacy a group or is like a collective?
Legacy is a group. Legacy is me and Martez. That's it.
Y'all too.
Never gonna be anybody else. You know, like, it's Legacy. Me and Martez, and then we got my boy Nate. Shout out Nate. He in the military. Free him next month. He got Ignis Attributes, and that's his little like click kind of thing. But it's like Ignis is like, you got Legacy right here, and you got Ignis. Like, that's about as close as you're gonna get to being in Legacy. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Collective Space, which is all of us just coming together, and that's more so the collective. But Legacy, that shit solid. That shit a family. Like, there's nothing you can't apply to being legacy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get signed. Like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like so, yeah.
So, cause you got a couple singles by yourself, right?
I got 3. Yeah. I don't even like talking about these songs. The first song, shout out my boy Kendo. He in Florida. He was like, I want to do a beat tape, and so he sent me a beat. And basically, the gist of it was, I come up with the lyrics and shit, and he just, you know what I'm saying, released it on his page. So that was the first song. The second song, Field. Shout out my boy Caleb for producing that. That was originally finna go on the EP I'm dropping sometime next month, but I ended up just dropping it just because I really like the song.
Mm-hmm.
And then 47 Flows, my most recent song, that's like my first debut single.
Yeah.
Like, as far as Sage, like, because that's going to be on my 47 Flows project. So it's like, this is Sage. Like, the first 2 songs just me doing shit. Like, but like, that song, 47 Flows, is like, okay, this is where shit finna go for me type shit. So it's like, I don't consider, like, it's my whole career, I don't consider it a career yet because I ain't tried to do shit yet, but like I guess you consider them singles. Y'all can go listen to them.
What about Nigga Me?
Nigga Mortis?
Yeah, Nigga Mortis. I say Nigga Me.
Nah, you good, man. That's a weird ass word. I don't know why I named it that,
but you know, it come from who? It come from? It come from
K-Dot, Rigor Mortis.
Yeah, okay.
I remixed this shit, and it was basically like a friendly diss, cause niggas kept saying I rap like him, and so I was like, no, fuck, I don't. And then I listened to Nigga Mortis, and I kind of do, but it's like whatever. But it's like, I don't consider that a single basically because it's a remix, so it's not mine. And even though that song hard as fuck, and the video is hard as fuck, and I love that shit, and I hope it blows. Like I hope that's one of the only songs when I get older I want people to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cause like that be hard, bro. Like I still shock myself to this day over that song, but it's like I always say that shit a single though, cause it's not original. You know what I'm saying? You can't go buy it, so it's not no Sage original. It's just a remix. That's fire as fuck.
So you can still do that. You know, everybody doing goddamn beatbox right now.
Yeah, but it's like, see, with that, they get permission to do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, industry level nigga can remix almost any song you want to. All I gotta do is call nigga, hey, I can remix this song. And like, yeah, but a person like me, I gotta go through all the paperwork and shit. They got, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about me. And you know what I'm saying? So like, I could release it one day when I meet Kendrick Lamar and be like, bro, I did the song a few years ago, blah, blah, blah. But as far as now, like, if I really wanted to give it the push it need, it would cost for too much. Like I would have to pay and have to get like promo and all that shit. As far as like any elite chopper could just be like, bro, let me get on that beatbox beat and shit blow, cause he already famous. You feel me? So like, I want to get to a point where I can remix shit and it blow like Lil Wayne with his legendary fucking.
Or you can do covers.
Facts covers.
Yeah.
I've been trying to look into, cause it's a science behind all that shit, like, cause I've been looking into like, I didn't even know it's a difference between a remix, a cover, and it's some other word that I don't even know, but it's a difference between all that shit.
Yeah. And
it's like basically like what you're allowed to do type shit. It's like the Nigga Mortis shit would be considered a remix, cause I didn't alter anything, I just changed the words. So I legally can't drop that anywhere. Yeah. Like anywhere but I really can't even have it on YouTube, but YouTube is lenient with shit like that because they understand people gonna remix shit. Yeah. You feel me? So like, as long as I ain't getting paid from it, like it's straight. But like, the moment I try to turn on monetization on that shit, nigga, all my shit gone. Like, but I ain't tripping. I've been sniffing in their mic and shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't used to that.
What, the mic?
Yeah, like being right now, I know they hear all these little noises I'm making this shit.
So, what keep you motivated to keep releasing music? Keep doing music, to be honest, because, like, you know, sometimes I know this junk get stressful. My pops, I ain't gonna lie, my pop last word to me, literally on his deathbed, was to keep going with this shit. And that's still fresh on my mind. That's not even a year ago. So, like, that's literally the only reason I'm still doing music. Cause like I said, I love rap, but I don't give a fuck about music. Like, yeah. If I could write a book today and it blow, I would do that shit. So it's like, if my pops would have said on last words to me, like, probably right now, Collective Splash probably would have been my last time doing music. I ain't gonna lie, cause that album was in the point where like it was so much trying to get it out. I was like, I finally realized that I don't like the process of making music. If I'm not in control of every single thing, which I know sounds like egotistic, but if I'm not in control of everything,
I don't like the process of making music. I don't. Like, I want to go in there, freestyle some bars, mix it, drop it. I don't want to goddamn, oh, you can't say that, or you got to censor that, or this sounds better. Like, I don't like all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like music,
Probably a feeling.
Huh?
The music probably like a feeling.
It's supposed to be natural, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just supposed to be. So like, I fuck with music, but the job aspect of music, I don't fuck with that shit. I hate it. I literally hate it. But it's like my pops, you know what I'm saying? He listened to the album. That was literally probably the last piece of music he ever heard was the Collective Space album. You know what I'm saying? And he told me to keep going that shit. So it was just like, I ain't got no choice now. Like it or not, this is a song my pops, you know what I'm saying? Felt like I needed to do. So I'm gonna do it. You feel me? I'm gonna do that shit.
So, what's your favorite song you wrote?
Ooh, see, shit like this hard because I had this song that I wrote and ain't none of them bitches out. So you ain't gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. But okay, that's cap. Nigga Mortis, by far, it's not my favorite. But it's the song I can look back and be like, I really did some skillful shit on that song.
Yeah.
Like, but like my favorite song would have to be this song called Troubled Child, and that's coming out on my EP, so you'll be able to hear that. But Troubled Child was basically me being like raw. Like I'm flowing, of course it's a song, but I'm just talking like it's so emotional. Like I'm being real with you. Like this is some real shit. Like I'm not even fucking song. Like. And this is some real shit. And like personally, that's my favorite shit. I have a problem with expressing myself. Like I could talk all day, you know what I'm saying, and make you feel like you get to know me. But as far as like my inner feelings, that's not something I really push out a lot. So like that song, for me to be able to do that, and it made sense. That shit made me proud of myself. And I feel like I had grown. I personally feel like if you can't express yourself, your emotions, you weak. You feel me? And for the longest, I looked at myself as weak because I couldn't express my emotions. And so like that song was like, you finally learn how to do it type shit. Like, you finally learn how to like say what you gotta say, and it don't sound corny. You don't sound like no bitch, but niggas know this how I'm feeling right now. You feel me? So like Troubled Child, that's all time favorite so far. But you know what I'm saying? It's a lot more music to be made. So you know what I'm saying? Shit gonna always top it. But right now, I can't wait for y'all to hear that one. Hear that song.
Do you got a date you trying to drop it on?
I done gave up on dates, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
You just gonna drop when you feel like it?
Nah, I don't. I was finna try to lie to give niggas like a sign of when to be prepared for it, but I have no idea. Y'all gonna get that shit when it comes. Like, but it ain't gonna be. I can tell you it's gonna be less than 6 months. Like, it ain't finna be no long ass time. Cause everything done now. I just have to get the balls to drop it. Cause I don't have the balls to drop it. Cause I have a project out. It's a mixtape, quote unquote, on SoundCloud. But like, I don't give a fuck if nobody listen to that because it's on SoundCloud. But this, like, it's finna be on all platforms. So like, niggas don't play that, I don't get paid. And that shit, you know what I'm saying, nerve wracking. So whenever I get over that feeling and I'm like, fuck them, I'm gonna drop it. It could be today. Hell, you just never know. Like, all them bitches on my phone.
You might get encouraged today, like, I just did the interview with Tiger Light.
Man, I'm about to drop it. Oh God, that be on my phone right now, but I can flick a button, that be out. Like, literally, I just don't want to.
Shit, we need that.
I know, man.
Describe your sound. Cause I already know you lyrical, cause the way you rap, you just the wordplay. It just.
I appreciate it. Like I don't know my style, cause like lyrical shit is the easiest thing for me. So like, of course it's gonna sound like my style, but me like personally like when I look at music, like I know obviously like there are greats, but there are the people I fuck with. And like Rollo, like personally, his sound, which is the sound.
Which Rollo you talking?
Rollo Rodriguez.
Okay, yeah.
So like his sound, which is the sound I've been trying to mock a lot. Like, I got a few songs in this project I'm gonna drop that kind of niggas like, you sound like Rollo, but like that's like I fuck with that sound. So like that sound, Rollo's sound, I'm not trying to bite it.
But you inspired by it.
I'm inspired by it. So that's what I'm trying to get. Like, I don't want to, like, I like lyricism and all that, don't get me wrong, but like I like that fun sound. Like I'm just popping my shit. Like and I like cause Rollo, he gonna pop his shit, but he be saying real shit too. And like I hear people be like, I can't tell what he's saying. Well, you not from the fucking South, cause I know every word that nigga saying, bro. Like, cause I feel it. You know what I'm saying? I like music. I can
he don't
feel
even rap fast. That's the whole thing. Like he
just got slur, bro. Just like any other country ass nigga, we got slurs. You feel me? Like, but it like when you actually start getting to the shit he's saying, bro, and like his way of like delivering that shit, that shit is unnatural. Like, this the most gangster nigga ever, and he's saying some of the most, him and No Cap, they be saying some of the most emotional, like, you be feeling that shit. Like, you be feeling like, that's what I want my sound to be. I don't want it to be I want it to be like, you feel my shit. Like, when I turn on Rollo, like, I probably can't relate to every single thing, but I be feeling that shit. Like, like he really went through this. Like, you know, some rappers, you can be like, you lying, but like, some rappers, you be like, bro, this shit really happened. You feel me? So, like, I want people to listen to my music and be like, that shit really happened, like regardless of what it sound like. And that's why my new project is called 47 Flows, because I've quote unquote mastered the ability of flowing, but who gives a fuck if I can flow if you don't feel my shit? You feel me? So I'm looking for the sound where like it sound good, but you also feel it. You feel me? Like you feel it. Like I'm not just rapping good to you, cause like J. Cole rap good as fuck, but I don't feel his shit like Kendrick. I feel Kendrick shit, you feel me? Because Kendrick make you feel that shit. Like, he gonna make you feel that shit. And that's how I want my shit to be like. You ain't got no choice but to feel it. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not, but you gonna feel it, you feel me? Like, so that's what I want my sound to be, and that's what I'm working on. So I ain't gonna say, it's not my sound yet, basically.
So who your top 5 favorite artists?
Biggie, number 1. Well, no. If I'm going unbiased, Biggie number 1. But right now, since I'm biased, Rollo's number 1. Then Biggie, Capital Steez, Nas. That last slot always iffy with me. It depends on my fucking mood. But it would. Did I say Kendrick Lamar yet?
No, you didn't.
It would either go to Kendrick Lamar or fucking what's that nigga name? Prodigy. But it's always like, it's never the same. Like that last spot is always between them two. But top 4, Biggie, Rollo, Steez, and Nas.
How you gonna put Rollo up though? He don't even got that much body of work yet.
He don't, but bro, like I said, I look at the shit this nigga be saying, bro. Like, he made it to where like nigga, like people call him crazy for saying it. Like, No Cap was like, Rollo made punchlines cool again, and he really did. Cause like it got to a point in hip hop where niggas felt like if they shit wasn't complicated as fuck, it was lame. But Rollo come in and say this nigga fucking take Steve Wonder fishing because we weren't trying to see food. Like, that shit so simple, but that shit hard as fuck, bro. Like, bro, that shit hard. So like that, I respect that shit, bro. Like, nobody's doing that shit, bro. Like, not in our generation. Nobody's saying what the fuck they want to, and that shit ride. Like, come on, bro. Like, Rollo, that nigga different, bro. And like I said, like you said, he knew, so he could always prove me wrong. Yeah. But right now, I don't see nobody like, as far as like creative ability, as far right now, I don't see nobody coming to them nigga. Like, No Cap, Rollo, like them nigga got some. They got some, bro. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. Cause for the longest, I ain't like Rollo. Like, I was the nigga who like, I can't tell the nigga saying. Then what song was E.T. and Mufasa? I listened to the song because that's one of the only songs you can really hear him. I like, bro, this nigga rapping. Like, this nigga rapping like old school rap. He just sound like a gangsta Alabama nigga. You feel me? But shit be fire. Like, that's why he on my list, bro. This ain't gonna never change. Unless he prove me wrong, unless he do some lame ass shit, that be Rollo to go. Like, that nigga's fire, bro.
So, what next for you?
Right now, after I drop Mr. 47 Flows, I'm gonna be going back into like more so my activist side, cause like I gotta separate rapper Mark and activist Mark, cause rapper Mark a nigga who can, like, I'll be smoking a blunt right now if I had weed, like, cause I don't give a fuck. That's rapper Mark, but activist Mark, I can't do that. You feel me? Like, so it's like I'm trying to get back into the mode of like activist Mark. Like, my company, we just partnered with Newtown Macon, and we're working on the 5-year cultural plan. It's basically the development of downtown Macon. And
what you mean, like, to help with the structure and
like
stuff like
the
that?
cultural structure, like, you know how like you don't have to say it, but you know Thirsty Turtle is meant for a certain group of people.
Yeah.
And Hummingbird is meant for a certain group of people. Like, I ain't gotta tell you that for you to know it. Like,
Yeah.
that stigma, we trying to get rid of that shit. Like, shouldn't be no, oh, I can't go in the club because the skin of my color. You like the color of my skin, you feel me? Like, that's what we mean by the cultural plan. Like, downtown is finna be downtown. Like, it ain't finna be like, oh, this the venue with white people going. This, you know what I'm saying?
But you know, it just cause you said Hummingbird, it have bands. Mostly bands coming in.
See, this is the. Oh my God, this is finna be controversial as fuck. But I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, Hummingbird. But the Hummingbird, Thirsty Turtle, the only Hummingbird created Thirsty Turtle because he didn't want homosexuals and blacks at the Hummingbird. You feel me? So yeah, they play these bands, but nigga, I perform at the Hummingbird. I'm a rapper, and it was like he only booked us because he knew we would bring the demographic he agrees with, which is majority white. You feel me? So it's like, I know niggas who don't give a fuck what the venue is playing, as long as they can go in that bit, chill, drink. They don't give a fuck what you playing, which is why JBA is so popular. You feel me? Cause he don't give like Brandon, which is why I love this nigga to death, bro. Shout out JBA. I wish we could have shot there, but bro he gonna play music. He gonna play whatever the fuck he want to. He gonna pay you to perform, and there's never a charge at the door. Like, it don't get more real than that. That's just real. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why he always got people there, because it's real. Meanwhile, Hummingbird, nigga like me, I'm not finna go in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we did a whole show there. My face on the flyer, bro. They wouldn't even let me in that bitch. Like, bro, I'm finna perform. Like, nigga, that's me. Like, look. They're like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to deal with that every time they go out. I mean, I can just go to JBA. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, what's up, Brandon? I can shake on the hand. He give me a free shot. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
tell Brandon I need to host a showcase at his spot.
Brandon, you just heard that. He got a showcase you want to do. We gonna get it popping, man, and he gonna do it too.
I'm packed out the whole venue.
You know, do it. That's why I fuck with Brandon, bro. Like, that's we need more spots like JBA down here.
Yeah.
Like, to where, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't have to feel like I don't belong here. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what the fuck the music playing, because I like country music. You know what I'm saying? I like rock bands. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I want to be able to enjoy that shit, feeling like I can be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like with the whole Summerfest and Brad Jam shit, Brad Jam's downfall was they felt like having hip hop events would bring a type of people to Brad Jam that they necessarily didn't want there. And I know it sounds uncomfortable to hear, but that's just the truth of it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why they try to book Legacy, because Legacy is predominantly like, our crowd is mixed. You know what I'm saying? And they tried to book us, and then we was like, we found out they ain't had no hip hop venue. We was like, what the fuck y'all want us for then? And so like we saw, like, you know what I'm saying, what they were trying to do, and like, okay, we're gonna come up with Summerfest. You feel me? And so now we got Summerfest going on while Brad Jam going on, and it's like people at Brad Jam just spent $20 on the ticket, and they finna spend another $20 on Summerfest to see what the fuck it is. You feel me? And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I mean by cultural development. Like, it should be like that all the time. Like, we should be able to have whatever the fuck we want going on, and everybody can just come out and fuck with it. Like, it shouldn't be no, oh, we're gonna pick and choose who perform, who, like, so we can control the environment. Like, bro, like, I get, you know what I'm saying, you get a bunch of niggas together, the chance of a shootout happening is higher. Like, nigga, I get that. You feel me? Like, I get it. But it's like, how do you expect that shit to change if we never allow these people to, like, one thing about my events, bro, like, I did a whole music festival in Tapton, no security, no nothing, just me and my pistol. And I literally posted on Facebook, I said, there's no security. Come out with that bullshit, I'm gonna shoot you. You know what I'm saying? Like, establishing that shit, like, I don't want nothing, like, bro, we chilling, like, we're at a park, we're chilling, so like, niggas know you come to my event, bro, ain't no security, you can keep your gun there, you keep your gun, you know what I'm saying? It ain't my business, you grown, but pull that motherfucker out, I'm going to shoot you, like, cause I don't want that here, you know what I'm saying? That's how niggas, like, as long as we allow people to come and, like, just have a vibe of, like, bro, like I got my gun on me now, like, you feel, like, you ain't concerned about me, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause, like, the vibe, we're just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's gotta be the vibe everywhere. If you want fucking violence to go down, you have to stop treating the people who you feel will commit the violence as, you know what I'm saying, as if they already committed it. Yeah. You feel me? And so it's like, that's one of the biggest problems we have. Like, I don't give a fuck who you is, bro. You can come perform, do whatever the fuck you want to, as long as you respect my rules and my boundaries, like, do whatever the fuck you want to, like. And that's why our events are always so successful. That's why we'll have the most countryest niggas on not even on one side of the room in here, and we'll have the hoodest niggas ever in the same room, switching Instagrams, taking pictures together. Oh, y'all fuck with that song, y'all fuck with this song. It's because the vibe of the environment is just like, we just here to have fun, right? Ain't no who the best rapper, oh, this my hood. I'm like, well, I ain't got time for all that shit. Like, we grown now, bro. Who gives a fuck? And I will say, for the most part, as much as they wanted to be, it's not the niggas our age, bro. Them older niggas. Yeah. It's them older niggas, bro. Like, them niggas weird. Like, they weird, bro. That be the most of the problems I get. Like, I realized I was doing something right in life when a bunch of 40-year-old motherfuckers spent all their time trying to prove me wrong. And it's like, obviously, you know what I'm saying, if I managed to get to where you at in 2 years, and you 40, there's nothing you can tell me. And it's not being disrespectful. It's not me not respecting you. It's just like, bro, like, I obviously got something that you didn't have. So, like, for you to try to be petty and not, like, you try to control kind of your events and shit and who you fuck with, and, like, you're not hurting me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because just like you do that to me, you probably gonna do that to a whole bunch of other niggas. And I'm the type of nigga where I'm gonna create a platform then. Like, if you don't want me here, I'm gonna create this over here. Everybody you rejected, not just me, gonna come over here, you feel me, and feel at home. Yeah. And you feel me? That's one thing the older generation don't realize. Like, they still in that whole competition mindset and shit, and I'm on the foot with my little nigga who rap like this, and like, bro, have it. Like, okay, cool.
That's why they not successful too.
That's why they not successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. Like, and niggas be feeling the type way, like, I ain't no type, I'm not finna ride, I don't give a fuck how old you is, but I'm not finna ride your dick, like, cause it's niggas that make I know having the bag, and it's niggas having bags that still come to me and ask me advice about little shit, and I be like, what the fuck you asking me for? Meanwhile, you got broke motherfucker with nothing going for himself trying to come tell me you should do this like this. Like
everybody want to get their input.
Yeah, like, bro, I don't need your, and they take that shit to heart, but it's like, bro, like, what can you give me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I only go to where I can be, to where I can give and receive, you feel me? So, like, and that's the older generation they don't respect that shit. And it's like, I don't give a fuck, cause I'm gonna pop my shit regardless, and y'all ain't gonna be here much longer, so, you know what I'm saying? Like,
then you have to say it like that.
I'm just being real. Niggas die. Like, niggas get old and die. So, a few more years, I'm gonna be the old head. But I ain't gonna be the old head sitting around, back in my day, we did this and this. So, I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah, that shit fire. How can I help? You feel me? Like, niggas don't do shit. I only know a handful of people, not even a finger full of people who are 10 years older than me that have actually, like, came and tried to build some shit with me. Not because of what they thought I could do for them, what they thought they could do for me. And like, you rarely see that shit in making, like, and I'm the type of nigga, bro, I read through that shit, like, yeah, you come to me, stand and be like, yeah, I can get you this studio session with this person, and then you might say the wrong word, you might be like, goddamn, but you gotta do this, and that just killed it off for me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause why the fuck you come and talk to me if there's just gonna be something you needed at the end? You should have started with that. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what I was getting myself into, not, I'm gonna cake them up, then try to slap this. Like, nah, cause I'm tell you no. Like, I'm gonna be like, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be real with me up, jump what you want, or be like true and true intention. So I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something we don't get from the older generation. Like, niggas weird, bro.
They be around the bush and
and if y'all hear this, I don't give a fuck. Like, y'all are weird, bro. But it's a few of y'all I really respect y'all. Doski Woe, oh my God, it's OG. That's my nigga. Come on, Trombone Love, B3, y'all, man, y'all know who y'all live, who I do fuck with. But the rest of y'all nigga, bro, y'all weird.
So anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out my mama, shout out my little girl Gabby, shout out Martez, shout out Collective Space, Caleb, my nigga Biscuit, shout out B3, shout out Willie D, shout out my nigga Vic, shout out 9-5 whole gang, shout out everybody, shout out to Phil. I love y'all. If I ain't see your name, fuck you, I love you. I'm just playing.
So what people can find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, Sage with an 8, S8GE Station. Facebook just blocked me for calling somebody a jive turkey. So, Twitter, Hot Pocket Lord.
Hot Pocket Lord.
Well, just go to my Instagram. My Instagram got the link, my link tree, everything in that bit. Go to my Instagram, Sage with an 8, Sage Station, at Stage Station, Sage Station. Everything on that bit, projects, music video, Collective Space shit, all that's on there. Y'all can find it. Get to know me a little bit, other interviews and shit. Yeah, I think that's it.
So, man, we appreciate you coming through, man. Giving us knowledge, telling us about yourself, you know, all that good shit.
What we gotta do, man, we gotta keep this shit going. So nigga can know we ain't bullshitting down here in Macon. Nigga think we bullshitting. We not bullshitting in Macon, bro. I'm telling y'all, we not. But they gonna
We
find
just getting
out.
blackball.
Fact, we getting blackball hard. Atlanta, oh my God. Atlanta, start acting like y'all ain't stealing swag, bro. Start acting like Stunning Spoon ain't make T.I. and the rest of them niggas. I'm just gonna keep that